And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. Hello and thanks for joining us on Noche La NBA, the NBA celebration of Latin heritage, both among its players and fans. I'm Kevin Harlan, excited to share the broadcast table tonight with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we'll hear from Allie LaForce on the sideline. Let's quickly take a look at the standings out west. The season nearly complete. Take a look at the Grizzlies. It hasn't been a great season for them. We may see some changes in the offseason.
And for the Grizzlies, they have been one of the major surprises in the NBA this season. Unfortunately, for the wrong reasons.
And we keep waiting for them to turn it around. And waiting, and waiting. And at this point in time, I'm just going to say it's probably not going to happen.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. The front court is Wells and Jackson. Morant and Caldwell Pope are their guards. And it's Edey in at the 5. And for Chicago, Vucevic at the pivot with Williams at the 4. White is out there with MP. And it's Dosunmu in at the 3. And Memphis starts out with the ball. With the season winding down, GA, what's key for a long playoff run, do you think?
Kevin, one thing is health, right? When you look back at past NBA champions, lots of times it's the teams that were able to survive the year without any major injuries.
So the Memphis Grizzlies able to put the first points up on the board. A nice shot by MP.
And the benefit to MP being able to make that shot is it often leaves the defense at his mercy.
Now here's Wells. Morant passes to Jackson. Just 5 to shoot. And stolen by MP. Here's Williams. Lays it in off the breakaway.
Not only did MP have the awareness to find the steal, but he also was smart enough to send it back up the court.
Morant against MP. Morant, and that one hits back iron. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Wasted no time on that one. Williams has got his second bucket.
Smart decision right there by MP, making the D pay for leaving his teammate uncovered.
Morant finds Edey. Out to Morant. Pass to Jackson. Back to Caldwell Pope. 6 to shoot. Morant passes to Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
You're taking a little bit of a risk when you get that fancy, but Jackson, he's got the bounce to pull it off.
And that great replay brought to us by the AT&T Connected Cam. Now, here's MP. Boy, was he something else against the Clippers. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic dunk.
Once he poked it away, he knew what was on his mind. And how great are they playing? 4 for 4 shooting to start this one.
Now the Grizzlies are one of 8 remaining teams, Richard, in search of their first NBA championship.
And the closest they've gotten was that grit and grind era, when they made it as far as the Western Conference Finals in 2013. But can they get back to that level?
And it's slammed in by Williams.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Caldwell Pope outside. Wells kicks to Jackson. Connects from three-point range. Jackson's got 5 points so far.
What separates Jaren from other bigs is he's got great confidence in his shot.
Here's White. From outside, off the mark. Memphis has gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Caldwell Pope pass to Wells. Outside Jackson. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
That's just unfair. 6'11" Jackson just sinking threes. I guess this is the new NBA.
MP dishes to Williams. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Right the pass to Williams. It's Vucevic, top of the key. The Bulls need to get a shot off. Good on the triple.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
here's Morant. Hasn't made one yet. Back to Caldwell Pope. Pass to Jackson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. We've known about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s defensive acumen, but G.A. much improved as a scorer as well.
Yeah, her range out beyond the arc and his handle. It's underrated. One of the top two-way bigs in our league.
And he can't get the first one. So, RJ, when you think about Jaren Jackson, defense is the first thing that comes to mind, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Triple J is a force. He's a perennial candidate for all defensive honors, and I'm glad I didn't have to shoot on this guy.
MP kicks to Williams. On the wing, Dosunmu. Pick by Vucevic. And it's Chicago scoring the game.
Yeah, Vooch will do this to you. He's not scared of that mid-range. He's a midi master.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Well, this September, Grizzlies legend Marc Gasol was enshrined in the Basketball Hall of Fame. A 3-time All-Star and Defensive Player of the Year, Marc was acquired in a trade for his brother, Pau Gasol, who was likewise an All-Star with the Grizzlies. Marc, a fixture on and off the court in Memphis. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Now here's Jackson, following the miss by MP, and it's Morant missing.
I'll be honest, I'm a little surprised he missed that.
Here's MP, and MP throws it down.
What a finish by MP. He just finds a way to convert through contact.
And so Morant will bring it up for Memphis. Pass to Jackson. Caldwell Pope for 3. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now, here's MP. He has 6. There's Williams. Stolen by Jackson. To the paint. And stolen by White. On the wing, MP. Buries the long-range jumper. MP's got 9.
He's been in the zone from the tip. 4 of 5 already. Sheesh.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
Fans, get excited. It's time for your 3-1-2 crew.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Now we have a chance to pay homage to the Eastern Conference Player of the Week, MP.
He's really been on his A game lately. You know, the way their offense is set up, it really relies on his ability. He sets the tone each time down the floor, and he's been a lot of fun to watch.
Now here's Pippen. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game.
And you know, he just got a little ahead of himself on that one. How does a great finisher not dump that ball? I still can't figure that one out.
High post Vucevic. He's against Clark. MP finds White. Shot clock at 6. Pulls up. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside, and this has been a barn burner.
Jerome with it, covered by MP. No good from Clark.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Out to White. And it's Giddey in the corner. And the Bulls, another 3.
And I know Giddey would rather shoot 3s straight on, but being versatile makes him even more effective.
A minute 20 left to play here in the first. Jerome passes to Pippen. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Here's Jerome. And again, Memphis no good.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
And MP still gets the shot in the air. Other young guys might have folded under that foul, but he's able to get to the line.
And a closer look here at the hustle stance for Chicago.
Showing their energy so far, sprinting up and down the floor, getting out in transition and taking advantage.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Kevin Huerter comes in for Vucevic, and Allen subbed in for Kobe White. And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
It's time to get down with your mascot. Let's prove.
Look at the numbers for Jaren Jackson. His last 10 games have been exceptional. 7th in steals, and he sits in the top 15 in points per game. An absolute powerhouse offensively.
And yeah, he's been a brutal shot blocker all season long. As you said, top 5 in the league. He's a dangerous force to face inside. Jerome with it, covered by MP. And it's Pippen in the corner. To end the cold streak. Rebound by the Bulls. And this is the first season matchup for them against the Grizzlies.
And this was as even a matchup as you'll find in the NBA. Split the season series down the middle, one apiece.
It's time to see which teams made the adjustments that can give them the edge. Some conference pride at stake here, too.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And so it's the Chicago Bulls heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We'll get you back to the action after this break. We welcome you back to Noche Latina. Becoming an annual tradition is always here on 2K. Ends up going with the new group. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Zach Edey, he's checked in for Clark. Wells comes in for Gigi Jackson. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Scottie Pippen. And it's Morant in for Ty Jerome. So on the floor for Memphis, Morant and Caldwell Pope. Whoa, look out! Look out!
Wow, okay, I see you. Looks like MP's been practicing those in his backyard growing up.
The Grizzlies trail by 6. Richard, what makes Kobe White such a hard player to guard is how many ways he can get a shot off at a lot of different angles.
Off the catch, on the bounce, pump fake, reload. He is comfortable in any situation, and his efficiency early on was his issue, but it has improved year over year.
The shot by Wells, no good. The Bulls leading by 6. Pass to Dosunmu. A 3 from MP. MP nails the triple.
He's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the #1 reason why they're winning right now.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Clippers delivered quite a performance. He finished with 6.
And another one falls.
And this is all you need to know about the year he's having. He's coming up on the single-season franchise scoring record.
And when he does get there, I bet it's a long time until someone matches him. Williams with a clean look. No good with the triple. And Morant's got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. 7-point differential. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
Yeah, I mean, their execution at times was flawless, but they also made some mistakes that ultimately did them in.
And it's just a couple of bad breaks, and then you're on the losing end. I'm sure they're going to bounce back quickly.
Now Morant. He's coming off a 28-point game against Detroit.
Putting others before himself, racking up assists. Hey, I wished I played with more guys like him.
4 on the clock. Back to Jackson, and stolen by Williams. Here's MP. MP getting out in front on the break.
2 physical points from MP, and you know he'll continue developing his strength.
The Grizzlies trail by 9. Pass to Wells. Jackson kicks to Caldwell Pope. 3-pointer. MP grabs the miss. Chicago's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 for 5 attempts.
When MP is having a night like this, you just can't keep him from getting the ball.
Morant reaches to Wells. Morant against MP, and stolen by MP. Over in the corner, Dosunmu. Pass to Vucevic. Vucevic gets double-teamed. Clock at 6. Shot's good by Williams.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Looking to end the run. MP grabs the miss. MP's got 4 rebounds in this game. And it's Morant with the rebound. The Grizzlies trail by 14. Caldwell Pope for 3. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 6 assists now in the game. Well, Chicago has gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. MP passes to Vucevic. Another 3 for Chicago.
You gotta love the response by Vuce. That's how you get your revenge.
To Wells, and here's Jackson. Edey with a screen on Williams. There's Jackson with the 3. No good, but he's still shooting 75%, 6 of 8 from the floor. White finds MP. Vucevic a screen on Morant. MP passes to Vucevic. Back to MP. Vucevic setting the pick for MP. And Vucevic with the basket on the assist by MP. MP's got his 5th assist in this one. MP has been leading the charge for the Bulls. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And we'll be right back after this.
Thanks for tuning in. Welcome. A clinic in execution so far, as it's been a dominant showing for the Chicago Bulls.
They have been so careful with the rock. Smart passes, tight handle on the ball, really speaks to the focus and discipline.
And that defense, try as they might, cannot disrupt their flow. Let's take a moment now and swing on over to the playoff picture in the Eastern Conference.
Looking at the Bulls, they've been phenomenal. All the lofty predictions, the expectations, they've all come true. Now comes the hardest part, in the postseason. Every team is going to be gunning for them.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
No problem fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
And Greg, the way the floor is spaced now, how much would you enjoy playing in this current environment?
I'm lacing up my kicks as you say that. It would have been a lot of fun. But not only do you have more room to operate, defenders practically, they can't touch it.
Vucevic at the pivot with Williams at the 4. MP out there with White. And it's Dosunmu in at the small forward position. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half. MP dishes to Vucevic. Pass to White. Now here's Dosunmu. The rebound by Caldwell Pope.
Now, I understand that shot didn't go down, but they will take that look every trip down the floor.
To the middle. Here's Edey. And the dunk by Edey.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. And the shot is good. MP's got 29.
You want to get the ball to MP around the hoop. That was a good job there.
Jackson kicks to Morant. Inside, here's Edey, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more. And now, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different...
The previous play is under review.
Determined.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new...
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
The action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. On the wing, Dosunmu. Down to 5 on the shot clock. 2 points. That one goes. Dosunmu's got 7.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Here's Morant. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
When you've made your first 3 shots of the half, I think it's okay for a heat check.
Dosunmu finds MP. Now here's White. From downtown, Dosunmu's shot is off. The Grizzlies trail by 17. RJ, you and I talk to people around the league, and there's a lot of chatter about Ayo Dosunmu.
Yeah, you can't deny Ayo's speed and shooting ability. And as he's progressed, he's become much better at reading defenses.
And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. Here's Wells. Here's Edey. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Edey's got 8 points in the quarter.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey guys, this is John Morant looking to lead the way. He said, I set the tone. My teammates feed off of it, and I love to compete. That's how we all grew up, playing on the blacktop outside, competing at a high level when there was no cameras around. Back to you.
He's got that alpha mentality. Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks. Jackson, a screen on MP. For the 3. The rebound by Dosunmu. The Bulls leading by 16. Jackson with it. Williams picks him up. For 3, Caldwell Pope. Rebound by the Bulls. Vucevic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Dosunmu, the pass to MP. Here's White. Back to MP. MP sets the screen for White. Pass to Williams. MP left side. Over Jackson. And again, no good by Chicago. The Grizzlies trail by 16. Morant outside. Pass to Jackson. Over White. finds that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Jackson's got 17.
I think you can tell Jackson Jr. is enjoying himself on offense, playing with a ton of energy.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Now the race for Rookie of the Year. And look here at the top-ranked rookies as they close out their first season in the NBA. A very talented bunch. You look at MP all season long. He has proven again and again that he is the cream of the crop. He's in the top spot right now, and the hardware could be his.
And there's no more deserving candidate. Any other outcome than him lifting that Rookie of the Year trophy, and I'd be shocked.
Yeah, at this point, he has separated himself from the pack. I don't know what more he could have done this year. It's been one amazing performance after another.
Caldwell Pope finds Morant. And Wells the bucket on the assist by Morant. Wells has got his second basket of the game.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And again, Chicago, no good. And here are the Grizzlies now. They're on a 13-5 run here. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And the dunk by Edey.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
But it took them a little while to get there. Just goes to show as long as you persevere, you'll figure your way out.
MP dishes to Vucevic. On to White. Fires from deep. Sinks the triple. 7 points in the game.
Zero hesitation on the arc. If White has a clear angle, he's taking the shot.
And the dunk by Edey.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Morant against MP. Outside Williams. Launches a three. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And finished off by Morant.
This is what you pay to see. Morant doing what he does, exploding right to the rim off the drive. Wow.
And MP throws it down hard.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Here's Jackson, again Memphis.
Nice play by Jackson Jr., just taking what the defense gives you.
MP outside. Down low, Vucevic. Good, great play by Williams to set it up. And that's now 9 points for Vucevic.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they got to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He's ready to talk things through with them. Both teams deciding to change it up. And a look here at the scoring trend over the last several months for Ty Jerome.
It's been surprising to me to see him take a little bit of a tumble lately in terms of what he's doing for them offensively. The points just haven't been there for him like they were a few months back. The defenses he's facing have adjusted to him, and he hasn't been able to make his own adjustments. And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
MP kicks to Herter. No good on the three.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Conchar, the pass to Jackson. And stolen by MP. Using his athleticism, MP with the play.
I've got to tell you, the athleticism of MP is really showing off right now.
And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for Memphis. Trailing by 10. Pass to Jerome. Jackson, a screen on MP. And a miss there on the triple.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed. Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Jackson finds Conchar. Jackson looking around. Here's the break. All going up court. Herter passes to Giddey. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Back to Allen. Jerome with the rebound. The Grizzlies trail by 12. From 10 feet out, and it's MP with the rebound. MP's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Soaring, and it's MP. What a finish.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. And so it's the Chicago Bulls sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. We'll return shortly. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
There wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
And as we head into the fourth, great European player. Some saying that youth development in the U.S. could emulate aspects of what they're doing overseas in their systems.
Well, it's already going in that direction. Youngsters able to, in essence, go pro from their early teens. But the academies they've set up over there, they are, no doubt, intriguing.
Taking a look at the Grizzlies. The wing pair, it's Caldwell Pope and Wells. Edey out there with Jackson, and it's Morant in at the one. And that one's good, Morant.
Something seemed to click for him at halftime. He's looked a lot more focused, and the game is just easy for him now.
Chicago has gone to three-point range for 12 of their points in the final quarter on 4 of 5 shooting. MP with the bounce pass.
Nice pass by MP, showing how unselfish he can be.
For Memphis, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth and even 50%. Morant dishes to Wells. Here's Jackson. Banked in off the glass. Jackson's got 21.
It's just one of those nights where he's been very good, but his team is losing, and that's just an odd feeling.
The three from MP. Trains it from beyond the arc.
MP is a new customer from 3. Great form from the up-and-coming player.
Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. And Morant throws it down.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, you'll take it. Ooh, he's earning his keep offensively, a key part of their winning effort at this point.
Morant passes to Jackson. Officiating is always a hot topic among fans, Greg. That's never going to go away. And some people think the game is connects again.
He's done it. A new single-season franchise scoring record. Great accomplishment from him in what's been an incredible run.
It's been a season for the ages for him, and one that will go down in the history of this franchise.
2 minutes.
Pass to Asenge.
Defensive foul. Zach Edey. First personal foul. 5th team foul. At the line for the ball.
That one is off.
Taking 2 shots.
And he sinks the second. And the Bulls making a change here. Okoro's checked in. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Doc Landale's checked in for Zach Edey. Brandon Clark comes in for Jackson. Scottie Pippen, he's checked in for Wells. And it's Ty Jerome in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And a wide open look for MP. Bangs home the trifecta. MP's got 48.
MP letting it fly with no hesitation.
Clark a screen on Herter. Herter against Jerome. Then for three. Out to Morant. And another shot. Landale with the bucket. Landale's got his first 2 points.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Bulls.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And I think, guys, we sort of expected a win here in a season already with 66 wins. Tonight's win will notch that up one more to 67. A very dominating presence they seem to have nearly every time they come out on the floor.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for MP.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
And it's Giddey with the ball for the Chicago Bulls. Herter on the wing. He's guarded by Caldwell-Pope. Giddey kicks to MP. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, he misses the dunk.
Try to get spicy and totally whipped, huh? Okay. He's going to be living this one down for at least about a week.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that about wraps it up.